Welcome to Hillbilly Hacker's Hot Spam. This week in the sandbox, we're going to look at a few more links that came in. I got one that came in late last night as I was wrapping up for the day. Hopefully it's still alive. And as always, if you want to see how the sandbox is set up, I put the description down in the, or put a link down in the description showing how the sandbox is set up. If you have any questions, always just reach out. We like to get in and hit this. So here's what I got. It says voicemail playback received. Very interesting. Now, looking at this, you can't really see it at the bottom, but this open voicemail portal goes to, at first, a Polish Google account or address that rolls over to a Brazilian website. Now, we've had some issues with Brazilian websites before, haven't we? So I've forwarded this along. Now, if you see where it came from, it looks like it came from me. So it's very interesting the fact that it doesn't actually show that it come from anywhere else. So if I look at the message details, let me see if I can get this in this screen properly. Hold on. Oh, come on, you're killing me. Bear with me. Message details. OBS and I have a great time playing together. So you see that it came through Outlook, which is what I'm using as the Outlook. But you'll also see that you're not getting any traffic from where it actually came from. It looks like it came from me. Common tactic when you are hiding where you're coming from, you basically show that you're coming from yourself. It also is a good way to pass through some email filters. It looks like you sent yourself a message as a reminder. I do it all the time, but I'm a little ooh. So so let's get started on this. I've got everything backed up, everything ready to go. Let's drop that and bring up PC1. I've already got everything set up on PC1 and all the other boxes. I did a RegShot backup of the registry and the file system so that we can have a snapshot of what real looks like and what it looks like when it's working properly. I've got Wireshark running. Let's open it up and let's get started. Now what's interesting about this is I pull it up in Gmail, is Gmail flags the link that I sent as spam. It's interesting, but I don't know if it means anything. So we're going to click on it here and see what we come up with. Ready? Here we go. Come on, little fella. There we go. All right. Codex, WordPress, no WordPress. All right. Let's do a quick little. We said this is going to Brazil, as we can see up top. So let's go to Google Translate. This one may already be gone. It may have happened that fast, and that's how it works. So let's see if it auto-detects it as Brazilian. It does. Critical error on your website. Please check your email for instructions. This looks like it may already be gone. Codex, WordPress. Yep, it's gone already. Just that quick. All right, let's load up another one and see if we can get something going this morning, shall we? All right, here's one that I seem to be getting a lot, and I think everybody is too. In a world where jobs are hard to come by, I have this email that says, hey, we saw a job that you might be interested in. Now, this one looks pretty good. It doesn't say my actual name. This came to one of my other Gmail accounts. And it basically says someone's interested in a job for you. Now, I'm not anything that this ties to, but if you look at the way they laid it out, executive manager, location, hybrid, those are very normal key jobs that most people would be looking for. A hybrid role where you're not in, you're not out. In Atlanta is interesting. That indicates that you're typically looking at someone who's doing directed. Now, let's be honest, you can find out in Google, just like you can anywhere else, where basically a person is located, but that indicates some level of inside information and knowledge. The fact that it came to my predetermined Google account that I've had for a very long time that I use on all my Androids, I've had it forever, could be that it got caught up in some sort of a breach. So when I click on this, bam, I do get a web protection from Bitdefender. Now notice the name, NL, that's Netherlands. And it is all this, what you see here that you would call, a normal person would call gunk, that's encoded. That's encoded so that it doesn't show up to the user, to me, to see where it's actually going, which usually means it's saying something that is probably pretty bad. So let's play the dumb guy here and say, I understand the risk. I'm okay. I've got antivirus, even though I just told it to go take a seat. So it's taking me there anyway. Are you sure about that? Yeah, I'm sure. Let's see where we go. Connection isn't private. This one may already be gone too, but let's try it anyway. Oh, hello. Identity. Wait, this looks very real. For IM Connect authorize. DIN USA. Wow, that looks... I have to admit, this looks very real. There's a lot of stuff on the back end here. But if you just look at this, identity.monster.com, if I pull up here and look at this site's, has a valid certificate. That's weird because it's not showing it to me. Usually when you do this, it'll show you where it's coming from. Oh, this is a valid certificate. Huh. Wow. If this is a valid email from a valid location, then that's a stupid email. Let's just try anything here. I'm going to try... okay, don't want to try that. This is a rated G show. So we'll do Bobby McGee. It's one of my favorites. At gmail.com. And my password is Janice Joplin. All right. So far it looks like it might be something that might be legitimate. So, okay. Moving on. We'll try another one. It's just that would be a terrible setup, though. I mean, look at this. Look how terrible this thing looks. Ah. SG3 Netherlands. Yeah, what is that? So, anyway, moving on to the next one. All right, here's a couple more we can try. This is the way it kind of works, especially if you don't get one immediately and pop on it. So, I'm going to be a little bit better about doing that. Let's see where this one takes us. This came out of an email that was more clickbait. Online threat detected. We're going to let this run in the background and we're going to see what this online threat was. This is the joy of having an antivirus system that will actually review it and cover it for you. So what we may do is we'll take this very same link and see if we can get into it on... This page has been detected with suspicious activity. Oh, come on. Let's add an exception. What connection was blocked earlier? Yep. See, that was from earlier. Let's add the exception. Yeah. Yeah, you would never do that in real life. All right. So now that we got this going, we've added this exception. This is your typical nonsense website. It is running a tracker in the background. I guarantee that if I were to pull up the tracker listing, let's see, where are you in here? Oh, I'm in Edge. I hate Edge. There's really nothing more to this than trying to get you to buy something, but it's also tracking you and dropping in things. So, you know, when you talk about something and all of a sudden you get ads for it, that's a tracker. In this case, I've clicked on this link and now everywhere I go online, all my ads are going to come back to whatever this is. Looks like the gelatin trick, which what the hell that means. But really, if you look at this, this is really all about wanting you to buy something. So if I go in here into the shipping side and it's talking about this is an ad. This is absolutely an ad. So this is, as they used to call it, adware. I'm just clicking on stuff here to see what I can get done. It's running in the background. I can see the audio running, but doesn't seem like there's a place to even buy anything, which is intriguing. Oh, look at this. You're sending a message with your order information. Oh, okay, I got you. All right, well, we're gonna close that window and we're gonna check this other one. So I had a customer send me one that they were getting, and it just looks like storage APIs. So, okay, shh, go away. It's, if you look at it, it's like action required. Typical setup where it's like, oh, you got to do something, you got to do something now, right? So action required, you're losing all your benefits, click here. Now there is an unsubscribe button, and if you'll notice where it's going to storagegoogleapis.com, but it's going to this unsub link of cloud UNSB. So if I look here, I've got the same sort of thing. Today's 11 AP. All right, this might be legitimate too. Nope, it is not. See, forward serve tech. All right, I understand the risk. Go there anyway, because you know what? We're being goofy today. Oh, look at this. Forwardservertech.com. Yeah, that doesn't look real. Ah, an umbrella got me. So let me go and push this through. I'm going to open up the firewall and I'm going to allow this as an exception, and I'll be right back. All right, so I've added this into the bypass list for Cisco Umbrella. It may take a second or two. We're going to just do a couple of refreshes to see. Actually, we may have to go back. Let me close that and let's hit it again. So it did bypass, and surprise, surprise, forwardservertech.com has already been taken offline. So not a surprise. This came through a couple of weeks ago, unfortunately, or a week ago. And I've been telling the customer to ignore it because it looks very, very bad, like spam. So what I'm going to do for you now, since we can't seem to find any spam links, I have hiding here in my little magic computer system a set of files, if I can find them, that I have collected over the course of a couple of months. And the good thing is, since they're files, we can open them here locally and see what they are, see what they do a little dissection of them, and see what we can come up with. Ready? Here we go. Now, all of these I got from the Social Security Administration, right? And these are HTML files. Now, what I'm going to start with on these is I'm going to try to edit them, which will open them with Notepad. Automatically, it's trying to open it with anything but Notepad. So I'm going to start in Notepad because that will let us see it without running it. Now, there's a lot of junk in here. You can already see that there's hidden IDs all over the place. This is definitely not a good website. Let me do a word wrap. All right. It is, let me see if I can figure out what it's doing here. Value ID. Oh, it just looks like legitimate traffic. There's a script. There's a lot of junk in here. And that's on purpose. That's to kind of hide exactly what it's doing. Hidden. I'm looking for something that actually points somewhere. It's probably going to be at the bottom. Here's the script. Ooh, okay, we actually have a script running here. This looks like 4 values, hex length, 1 var code hex. It's decrypting. That's what we're doing. This is a decryption. So you're pulling the string from the character code. And here is the embedded code. This looks like hex. How do I know it's hex? Numbers 0 through 9 and letters A through F. So you don't see anything above an F in here. So this is hex, and that's exactly what it's doing. It's pulling hex information. So this hex is encoded. Can we decode it easily? Give me a second. All right, I did a little research to make sure that Windows doesn't have a native I know you can use PowerShell to take your text and put it into hex, but going back the other way requires building something kind of like what we see in this program here. So this program here basically is taking that kind of looks like Python, but that could also run directly in, doesn't look like PowerShell. So anyway, I'm digressing. I'm going to take this information that's here in this hex code. Because Windows doesn't have a native easy way to do it, we just let this hex converter do it. So the hex input is this. And when we convert it, aha, Social Security, your SSA statement.com social. Now, as you can tell, it's encrypted again. So your ID is another set of encrypted data. But what is this encryption? This is not hex. This looks like base 64. Base 64, I don't see any dashes or equals in there, but it still looks like base 64. So what we're going to do is go a step further here, and we're going to take this ID that it's showing. There might be something else in there too. I think that ID is just it. So if I copy this and I go to base 64 decode, I love this one. This one works really well. Decode from base 64. Okay. Go away. Go away. Go away. Dude, beat it. Be quiet. Paste. Now let's see if it can decode. Decode. Oh. So that's not base 64. Interesting though, because it looks like base 64. All right. So based on this, this goes out to this website, or at least it looks like it goes to this website and probably pops up another one. Do you know the only way we're going to know for sure what happens here? That's right. We're just going to open this file. Ready? Here we go. It's probably going to warn the hell out of us. Yep. I understand it. Carry on. I doubt that website's still valid. Yeah. Let's just try it and see. Your SSA statement, you know that's not real. All right. I'm pretty sure this website's long gone, because if you get blocked from it from just the name in your antivirus or your endpoint protection software, it's already off the market. But I hope you're able to see what this file does with what we've done here. This is what most files do. So when you have a file that comes in through email, it's not an actual file that runs. It's pointing you out to the web page somewhere, and the way they get around all of your antivirus and everything, because I copied these off of my computer in production, stuck them in an email in Gmail, and sent them to myself, and nowhere ever did they flag for anything. Because once you open them, and well, the reason why they don't flag it's because A, the first leg of this is hex encoded. You don't have any program out there that's decoding the hex and the base 64 unless it's an actual signature that it's known and looking for. This is called obfuscation. I know I'm saying that wrong, but it's what it basically means. It's a way of hiding what the actual data is behind some other type of code. It's kind of like encrypting without really encrypting. So you've converted this to hex, which is not human readable. And then inside of that, you have even something else that's not human readable, but the machine immediately goes through and just pops it up. So this is kind of ingenious, where you have all this gobbledygook up front to make it look like, oh, look, it's an HTML. Oh, look, it's in English. Oh, here's the head. Here's this. Here's this. But you have all this hidden input in the back end side. And somewhere hidden in here is the values specifically for this function. So this value here, and then the script, well, the function actually is here. And this, what happens when you run this is this program here runs, and it just goes through each character and switches it from hex to a string to a standard, not binary, to a standard string character text. Then it runs it based on the URL that it's created. Which, when you put that, which we found here, come back. When you put this into a browser, it automatically knows that this is, when you put this in a browser, it reads this and converts this for you, because this, I'm pretty sure this is base 64. And it processes it for you in the back end and never shows you where it's really going. That's kind of the genius of all this. All right. And we had several files like this. I'm going to close this one. I'm going to go to the bottom one. They all look exactly the same. They're exactly the same length. I believe they all came, if you looked at the package that it came from, it all looked like it came from the same place. Yeah, this is the same. This is the same creator running the exact same setup, the exact same script, and we're going to just click on it to see what happens. Same situation. Yep, same place. Your SSA statement. All right, good. Our umbrella is working. Now again, if you guys don't use, umbrella falls under a couple different categories, but it's like data loss prevention, a DLP, so that if your users accidentally click on something, it's not giving away the farm. All right. Here's the fake fidelity links that I had. I had to put them in a file. So we tried to do those last time and they didn't work. They were already expired. This is the most common thing you're going to see. You're going to see a PDF file come through just like this. Now, we're going to see what happens when I open this, because there's no real way of looking at a PDF. Now, I could look at the external data that's attached to it, but why get buried in the details? Let's just open this thing and see if we break something. Oh, Geek Squad. Oh, okay. So this actually doesn't contain anything invalid either. What this is telling us to do is, hey, we see that we sent a successful payment, or you sent a successful payment to us of nearly $300. You didn't do this? Well, call customer support and we'll sort this out. That's not customer support. This phone number is not a real number. Well, it's a real number, but it probably belongs to Google. Now, I'm calling you out, Google. You cannot let people just come in and get a telephone number from you without validating who they are, the home address that they're attached to, and a driver's license, a U.S. driver's license. You should not be able to get a U.S. telephone number without a U.S. driver's license. Do you know why? Because I get 50 spam calls a day from people who have a Google phone number who have no way of validating, because they went out and got a number that nobody seems to put any care and validation into, and starts calling a gazillion people. Google, you're part of the problem. If you don't fix it, I honestly hope someone sues the pants off of you. It ain't like you ain't got the money. Anyway, I digress. In our next episode, I'm going to call numbers. I have a stack of these, and we get them all the time. But I'm going to try to catch them as soon as they come in and get a collection of them, and we're going to run through them. So, sorry that I couldn't find anything today. I'm going to keep trying to see if I can find something to tack on to the end of this. But, until next time, don't click on that email link. It's not going where you think it is. If you need anything, reach out to me. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. And till next time, I'm the Hillbilly Hacker. Stay safe out there.